Hi guys! Welcome to another episode of Learn Math with Sir Mark, and on this video, I'm going to discuss sum and difference of two cubes. But before anything else, please don't forget to subscribe on my channel and click the bell button so that you will be notified whenever I'm going to upload a new video. So if you're ready, let's begin! Okay, I want to start my discussion with the geometric demonstration of the sum of two cubes. Okay, consider a cube of side A and another cube of side B as shown. So the goal here is to get the sum of the volume of the two cubes. Okay, but to do that, we have to consider the volume of the two prisms. Ano yung isang prism? Alright, the first one is this with length A minus B. Again, bakit naging A minus B to? So since this is A, this is B, therefore the length of this yellow prism is A minus B. Alright, with the width B and the height of B. Alright, next, the second prism that we're going to consider is the green one. Okay, with the length of A, width A minus B, and the height of B. Okay, as I mentioned, okay, so take note, the sum of the volume of the two cubes, the red and the blue, is just equal to A cubed plus B cubed, right? So since the side of the blue and the red cube is A and B, respectively, right? Now, anong connection nito, alright, dun sa entire solid? Okay, so take note, this entire solid here, entire prism, has a dimension of A by A by A plus B, right? So therefore, that's just A squared times A plus B. Okay, but we have to remove the volume of the yellow one, the yellow prism. Again, as I said earlier, so yung dimension yan is B by A minus B. So that is, subtract tayo ng B squared times A minus B. See that? Okay, next, we have to remove also the volume of the green prism. So with the dimension of A by A minus B by B. So therefore, magma-minus din ako ng AB times A minus B. There you go. See that? Okay, so therefore, alright, okay, so notice I can factor out B times A minus B dun sa second and third term, right? So all I have to do, kopyahin ko lang yung first term, A squared times A plus B, then factor out ko yung B times A minus B. See that? So, what will happen, okay, upon factoring, okay, so matitira positive B, right? Well, this one, so since nag-factor out ka ng negative, okay, negative B times A minus B, this one will become positive A. There you go. Next, we can further factor A plus B, right? Okay, so by doing that, so this one will become A plus B, okay, while this one will become A squared. Alright, then multiply ko to. So that's negative AB, right? While this one, multiply ko yan, that will become positive B squared. There you go. So therefore, the volume of the entire solid, okay, in connection with the sum of the volume of the two cubes is A plus B times A squared minus AB plus B squared. So therefore, equal sila. See that? Okay, what I want you to see here is that the sum of the two cubes is equal to the product of the binomial and the trinomial. Okay? Take note. Okay, paano natin kukunin yung terms ng binomial? So, all we have to do is to get the cube root of A cube, and that is A. Okay, the second term, paano naging B? Get the cube root of B cube, and that is B. See that? Okay, next, for the trinomial, to get the first term, all we have to do is to square whatever this is. So, since A yan, so square natin, that will become A squared. To get the middle term, multiply it, and then reverse the sign. So that will become negative AB. Alright? And for the third term, so square the last term. So that's B squared. So that's the relation of the sum of the two cubes. Clear? Okay. Cool, isn't it? Next, let's have the difference of two cubes. Alright, so like what we did earlier, sa sum ng two cubes, let's consider a cube of side A. Alright, what I'm going to do is to remove another cube or a smaller cube of side B. What will happen is this. Okay, ganyan yung mangyayari. Now, so since we are after for the difference of the two cubes, alright, dun sa volume ng two cubes, so we need to consider the three prism. The first one is this, okay, so since A yan, B to, so this is A minus B, so ang dimension ng isang prism na i-consider natin is A by B by A minus B. Okay? The second prism that we're going to consider is this, with dimension B times A minus B. Or B by A minus B. And the last prism is this, A by A minus B. Okay, anong ibig kong sabihin? So, again, yung volume na i-consider natin is the larger one, or the blue one, okay, minus the volume of the smaller cube, or the red one, which is A minus B. Okay, take note. So, to do that, so ang gagawin natin, yung dinivide natin yung solid into three prism, right? The first one is this, balikan natin, okay, A by A minus B. So, that is A squared times A minus B, alright? Yan yung sa bottom, i-add ko tong this portion, alright? So, ang dimension yan is B by A minus B, alright? So, that is B squared times A minus B. See that? And lastly, etong sa gilid, okay? So, that is, balikan lang natin. So, A by A minus B. So, that is AB times A minus B. There you go. Okay. So, notice I can factor out A minus B. So, what will be left here is that A squared, alright? Tapos, let me write this one first. So, plus AB plus B squared. There you go. So, therefore, that's the relation of the difference of two cubes. So, yung A cube minus B cube is equal to the product of the binomial and the trinomial. Okay? See that? Okay. So, same procedure. So, to get the first term, to get the binomial, so get the cube root. So, okay. Then, to get the first term, so square it, and then the middle term, multiply, then reverse the sign. And then for the third term, just square it. So, kagaya lang nung kanina. Okay? So, that's the geometric illustration of the sum and difference of two cubes. I hope you like it. Alright, let's put this into example. Okay, let's have problem number 1. Factor 8x cubed plus 27y cubed. As I said, okay, the factor of sum of two cubes is equal to the product of a binomial and trinomial. Let me rewrite it. So, 8x cubed, okay, plus 27y cubed, okay, is equal to the product of the binomial and the trinomial. Unahin natin yung binomial. Alright, how do we get the binomial? Get the cube root of the first term. So, the cube root of 8 is 2. The cube root of x cubed is x. Simple, right? Next, copy the sign. Okay, cube root of 27 is 3. Cube root of y cubed is y. Done. So, I'm done with the binomial. To get the trinomial, so I have to square this. Alright, so 2x, square ko yan, I'm going to have 4x squared. Next, to get the middle term, multiply ko yan, so that will become 6xy, positive, but since positive yan, so I have to reverse it. So, this one will become negative 6xy. Clear? Okay, take note of that. Okay, last, square ko yung last term, so that will become 9y squared. There you go. So, this is the factor of this expression. Okay? Okay, problem number 2. Factor x to the 6 minus 64y to the 6. Okay, so like what we did in problem number 1, so take note, difference of two cubes is the product of a binomial and the trinomial. First, let's get the binomial. To get the first term of the binomial, again, we have to get the cube root of x to the 6. And that's x squared. Right? Now, to get the second term of the binomial, get the cube root of this one. Okay? Cube root of 64 is 4. Cube root of y to the 6 is y squared. There you go. See that? Okay, now, next, to get the trinomial, all you have to do is to get the square of this one, which is x to the 4th. then multiply the two terms, and then reverse the sign. That will become positive dahil negative to. Okay? So that is 4x squared y squared. And for the third term of the trinomial, square mo to. Okay? So that is positive 16y to the 4th. See that? Okay. However, okay na sana yan, kaya lang, take note, you can still further factor this one. Okay? Kung babalikan natin yung previous lesson natin, this is an example of difference of two squares. Pwede ko pa i-factor to, right? So, difference of two squares yan. So, that's the product, okay? That's the product of sum and difference of two terms. So, how are you going to get those terms? So, square root niyan, x, square root nito, 2y. So, copyin lang natin. See that? Okay. So, again, this one is equivalent to this. Now, all you have to do, copyin ko lang yan. So, that is x to the 4th, 4x squared y squared, plus 16y to the 4th. There you go. Okay, problem number 3. Factor x minus y raised to 3 minus 1. Okay, so once again, allow me to rewrite it. Okay, so again, so the factors of this is a binomial and a product of a binomial and trinomial. So to get the binomial, okay, we have to get the cube root of this, and that is x minus y. See that? So minus cube root of 1 is 1. Okay, there you go. Next, so square this one. So that will be x minus y to be squared. Then multiply ko to, reverse the sign, that will be positive x minus y. See that? Plus 1. There you go. Okay, so actually okay na yan, but if you want to further rewrite this one, pwede naman, pero again, okay na to. So let me just rewrite it. Excuse me. So x minus y minus 1 times, I can factor out x minus y dito. Alright. So x minus y. So what will happen here is x minus y plus 1. Alright. Plus 1. There you go. So still, walang nabago. So like I said, pwede na actually to. But either of the two will do. Okay? Okay. Next. Problem number 4. Given that x plus y equals 10 and xy equals 5, find the value of x cubed plus y cubed. Okay, so this one is simple. So since we're looking for x cubed plus y cubed, take note, mapafactor ko to, x plus y times x squared minus xy plus y squared. See that? The good thing here, given yung x plus y, which is 10, right? So that's 10 times x squared plus y squared minus 5. Okay. So, however, wala pa akong value ng x squared plus y squared. Right? But take note. Okay. We have to consider the square of binomial x plus y. Right? So, x plus y to be squared is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Right? So, take note, after tayo sa sum ng square ng x and y. Right? So, that is x squared plus y squared is equal to x plus y to be squared minus 2xy. See that? Transpose ko yan. Okay. So, that is, ang x plus y given, that's 10 squared. Okay? Minus 2 times 5. So, clearly, yung x squared plus y squared natin is just equal to 100 minus 10 or 90. See that? So, therefore, mag-plug in natin ngayon to. Okay, so that is 10 times 90 minus 5. And clearly, yung x cubed plus y cubed, which is the unknown, is just equal to 850. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's have the last problem on this video. Given that r plus 1 over r to be squared equals 3, find the value of r cubed plus 1 over r cubed. Okay, so same nang ginawa natin sa number 4. We have to expand the one that we're looking for. So, expand natin to. Yung r cubed plus 1 over r cubed is equal to the product of the binomial and trinomial. Ang binomial ko, get the cube root. R plus 1 over r. Okay? Times r squared minus 1 plus 1 over r squared. See that? Or let me interchange this one. Plus 1 over r squared minus 1. Okay? Pareho lang naman yan. Clear? Okay. Now, take note, kagaya nung ginawa natin dito, okay? Kagaya nung ginawa natin to get our x squared plus y squared. So, ganun din yung gagawin ko dito. Alright, take note. Okay. So, take note once again, yung r plus 1 over r, pag in-square ko yan, that's equal to r squared, okay? Plus, multiply ko to, that will be 1, times 2, plus 1 over r squared. Ano ba yung r plus 1 over r to be squared? Given, that's 3. Right? So, minus 2, that's equal to 1. That's equal to r squared plus 1 over r squared. Okay? So, meaning to say, ibig sabihin na to, yung r squared plus 1 over r squared pala, alright, ito is equal to 1. See that? Okay, so therefore, it's just, okay, so 1 minus 1, right? Whatever this is, so this is actually plus minus square root of 3, right? Okay, whatever this is, so 1 minus 1, so therefore, the value of this r cubed plus 1 over r cubed is 0. See that? Okay, so pretty simple, right? So I hope you learned something on this episode. So once again, please subscribe and feel free to share. Keep safe.